They told you protein shakes are the secret to staying strong after 60, the magic fix that keeps your muscles from fading. But here's the truth. That's a billion-dollar lie. A lie built by the supplement industry that wants you to believe that a scoop of powder can replace real food, real nutrition, and real recovery. After 60, your body doesn't work the same way it used to. Your digestion slows down, your kidneys become more sensitive, and your muscles need more than just fast protein. They need balance, hydration, and real nourishment. Yet every morning, millions of seniors pour another protein shake, thinking it's helping, while it's quietly doing the opposite. Those powders can overload your kidneys, spike your blood sugar, and trigger inflammation that actually breaks down muscle tissue instead of building it. The result? Weakness, fatigue, and the feeling that no matter how much protein you drink, your legs still feel heavy and your recovery never improves. But here's the good news. The solution isn't another supplement. It's something far simpler, natural, and safer for your body. In this video, you'll discover 3 morning drinks that secretly destroy your muscle health and the 3 powerful alternatives that rebuild strength, restore balance, and help you stay active, independent, and full of energy. Before we begin, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a senior health tip. And in the comments, tell me where you're watching from and what time it is right now. I want to see how far this message has traveled. 1. Everywhere you look, advertisements shout the same message. Drink your protein shake to stay young, fit, and strong. It sounds convincing, doesn't it? Especially when you see those smiling seniors on TV lifting weights with a shiny blender by their side. But what the commercials don't tell you is this: after 60, your body no longer processes protein shakes the same way it did decades ago. Here's the truth most people never hear. Those powders are made from isolated protein, stripped of natural nutrients, and often packed with artificial sweeteners, gums, and preservatives. When you drink them, your body gets a sudden flood of protein that your aging kidneys simply can't handle efficiently. Instead of turning into new muscle tissue, much of it turns into waste nitrogen compounds that your kidneys must work overtime to flush out. And if your kidneys are already weakened, this daily strain can quietly push them toward fatigue and damage. But that's not the only problem. Protein shakes also lack the natural enzymes, fiber, and electrolytes that help your body actually use the protein effectively. Without them, your digestion slows, your blood sugar fluctuates, and your muscles receive little of the nourishment they were promised. What's worse, many shakes contain added sugar or hidden carbs that spike your insulin. High insulin blocks fat metabolism and increases inflammation, the perfect recipe for muscle breakdown, not growth. I'll never forget one of my patients, Mr. Clark, a 72-year-old retired carpenter from Texas. He came to me frustrated, saying, "Doctor, I drink 2 protein shakes a day, but I'm getting weaker." His lab results showed the truth. Elevated creatinine levels, a sign of kidney stress and declining muscle density. We replaced his shakes with a balanced morning drink made from real ingredients, and within a month, his energy returned. His legs stopped trembling when he stood up, and his appetite came back naturally. That's the hidden price of relying on shortcuts. Protein shakes promise strength but often deliver fatigue, water loss, and hidden inflammation. You pay for it with sleepless nights, aching joints, and slower recovery. And the cruel part? You never see it coming. It happens quietly, one sip at a time. So if you're still drinking that morning shake because you believe it's helping your muscles, stop and think again. Your body doesn't need more protein, it needs usable protein, supported by minerals, hydration, and natural enzymes. Because after 60, The goal isn't to consume more, it's to absorb better. And if you think protein shakes are bad, wait until you hear about the next morning drink that looks harmless but can quietly sabotage your strength from the inside out. It's one that nearly every senior in America drinks daily, and it may be doing more harm than good. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, type the number 1 in the comments so I know you're here. Now, let's move on. 2. For millions of seniors across America, the day doesn't start without a cup of coffee. That warm aroma, that creamy texture, it feels comforting, familiar, almost like a ritual of peace before the day begins. But what if that little swirl of sweetness you add every morning isn't harmless at all? What if it's quietly draining your strength, one spoonful at a time? Flavored coffee creamers, vanilla, hazelnut, caramel look innocent. The labels even say things like low-fat or sugar-free. But here's what those labels don't tell you. Most creamers aren't milk at all. They're chemical cocktails made of hydrogenated oils, artificial sweeteners, and stabilizers that your aging body struggles to process. The trans fats in those oils are especially dangerous. They thicken your blood, stiffen your arteries, and reduce blood flow to your muscles, the very lifeline your body needs to stay strong. When you mix that chemical brew with hot coffee, your body's first response is inflammation, and chronic inflammation is the silent thief of muscle health. It slows recovery, damages connective tissue, and interferes with your ability to rebuild lean muscle fibers. That's why so many seniors who feel healthy still wake up stiff, weak, and tired. But there's another hidden danger: sugar. Even sugar-free creamers often contain corn syrup solids or maltodextrin, cheap sweeteners that spike blood sugar faster than actual sugar. When blood sugar rises sharply, insulin floods your system, forcing your body into fat storage mode while blocking muscle protein synthesis. It's like telling your body, don't build, just store. The result? More belly fat, weaker legs, and slower metabolism. I remember Mrs. Turner, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. She prided herself on staying active morning walks, yoga classes, and balanced meals. But she always added 2 tablespoons of vanilla creamer to her morning coffee, saying, "It's my one little treat." Over time, she noticed her knees ached, her clothes felt tighter, and she often felt too tired to finish her walk. When we checked her blood work, her fasting glucose was elevated and inflammatory markers were high. She was shocked. "I thought I was doing everything right," she told me. We made one small change. She swapped her creamer for a splash of unsweetened almond milk and a touch of cinnamon. Within 6 weeks, her energy returned, her stiffness faded, and her blood sugar normalized. That simple adjustment gave her back control. That's the cruel irony: what feels like comfort can quietly poison your progress. Every drop of flavored creamer trains your body to depend on sugar and chemicals instead of nourishment. The price you pay is not just tired muscles, it's the slow erosion of your strength, your stability, and your independence. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for that bottle of French vanilla delight, remember this: you don't need artificial sweetness to start your day strong. And if you think creamers are bad, wait until you hear about the next so-called healthy morning drink. It's one that's been praised for decades, but after 60, it becomes a silent enemy to your muscles. 3. For decades, fruit juice has been marketed as the ultimate healthy choice. Start your morning with a glass of orange juice, they said. It's full of vitamins and gives you energy for the day. And many seniors grew up believing that pouring that bright orange drink every morning, convinced they were doing something good for their health. But here's the truth. After 60, That so-called healthy juice can quietly sabotage your muscles, your energy, and even your independence. Let's break it down. When you drink fruit juice, you're not drinking fruit, you're drinking sugar water. During processing, most of the fiber is stripped away, leaving behind a liquid full of fructose that hits your bloodstream fast. That sudden surge of sugar causes your insulin to spike, then crash, leaving your muscles deprived of steady fuel. And when your muscles don't get consistent energy, they weaken over time. But it doesn't stop there. High sugar intake also triggers inflammation and oxidative stress, two major enemies of muscle health. Inflammation damages your muscle fibers and slows recovery after activity, while oxidative stress destroys the mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells that generate strength and endurance. So instead of feeling energized, you end up fatigued, shaky, and more dependent on caffeine or snacks to keep you going. I remember one patient, Mrs. Elaine, a 70-year-old grandmother from Florida. She started every morning with a tall glass of orange juice for vitamin C. But over the years, she noticed her arms felt softer, her balance less steady, and her energy fading before noon. She thought it was just aging. When we checked her blood sugar, it was consistently high, even though she rarely ate desserts. The culprit? Her healthy morning juice. Once she switched to whole oranges, just 1 or 2 slices with breakfast, and replaced her juice with a warm lemon water drink, the difference was dramatic. Within weeks, her energy improved, her digestion became smoother, and she even reported less soreness after gardening. "I can't believe I was sabotaging myself every morning," she told me with tears in her eyes. The truth is, after 60, your metabolism doesn't handle sugar like it used to. The liver processes fructose more slowly, converting the excess into fat that builds up around your organs. Over time, that fat releases inflammatory chemicals that worsen sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that makes walking, climbing stairs, or even standing up harder than it should be. So no matter how natural or fortified the label says it is, fruit juice is not your friend. It gives you a quick burst of sugar, but steals long-term strength. The price you pay is slower recovery, weaker legs, and creeping fatigue that no vitamin can fix. If you want true vitality, reach for whole fruits, smoothies with fiber, or mineral-rich drinks that feed your muscles instead of flooding them with sugar. Because the drinks we choose each morning either build us or quietly break us down. And now, let's turn the page, because what comes next might surprise you. There are morning drinks that truly rebuild strength and fight sarcopenia, naturally and powerfully. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, type the number 1 in the comments so I know you're here. Now, let's move on. 4. Now that you know the drinks that quietly destroy muscle strength, let's talk about the ones that can restore it. And the first might surprise you, a simple, comforting glass of warm milk. But not just any milk. When you add a touch of collagen and natural cocoa, this humble drink becomes one of the most powerful muscle rebuilding tools for seniors after 60. Here's why. As you age, your body's natural collagen production slows dramatically. Collagen is the protein that keeps your muscles, joints, and skin strong. Without enough of it, you lose elasticity, stability, and recovery speed. That's why so many older adults wake up stiff or sore. Even after light activity, the body simply doesn't rebuild itself overnight like it used to. Collagen peptides, when mixed into warm milk, provide the exact amino acids your body needs to rebuild and repair. The warmth helps digestion, while milk's natural casein protein works slowly releasing nutrients for hours, even while you sleep. Add a teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa powder, and you get an extra boost of magnesium, a mineral that helps your muscles relax and recover, reducing cramps and restless nights. Think of it like giving your body a gentle repair crew while you rest. Instead of flooding your system with fast protein and sugar, this drink works in harmony with your metabolism, helping your body restore muscle tissue, stabilize blood sugar, and prepare for another active day. I'll never forget Mr. Allen, a 7-1-year-old retired pilot who came to me complaining about weak legs and nighttime cramps. "I stretch every morning," he said, "but my legs still feel like they're made of wood." He had been drinking protein shakes for breakfast, thinking they were helping. When we replaced them with this simple collagen cocoa milk at night, the difference was incredible. Within 3 weeks, he told me, "Doctor, I can get up from bed without holding onto the rail now. I even sleep better." The science backs it up too. Studies show that seniors who consume collagen with slow-digesting proteins experience better muscle recovery, higher bone density, and reduced joint pain. It's a small daily ritual that can change how you move, sleep, and feel. To prepare it, heat 1 cup of low-fat or almond milk, stir in 1 scoop of collagen peptides, and half a teaspoon of natural cocoa. No sugar, no syrups, just pure nourishment. Drink it before bed or first thing in the morning, and let your body do the rest. That's the secret most supplement companies don't want you to know. You don't need a synthetic powder or a neon-colored shake. You need real nutrition that your body recognizes, absorbs, and uses naturally. And if you think that sounds powerful, wait until you discover the next drink, one that rebuilds muscle and boosts your energy before breakfast, without stressing your kidneys or spiking your sugar. It's the perfect way to start your day strong. 5. Forget the blender full of protein powder. The real secret to rebuilding muscle in your 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and beyond isn't found in a plastic tub, it's found in your refrigerator. A green smoothie made with Greek yogurt, spinach, and a few simple ingredients can do what no synthetic shake can. Rebuild strength naturally while nourishing every cell in your body. Here's why this combination works so well. Greek yogurt provides high-quality protein rich in leucine, the amino acid that directly triggers muscle repair. But unlike processed powders, it also delivers probiotics that support gut health. A healthy gut means better nutrient absorption, stronger immunity, and faster recovery. Spinach, on the other hand, brings in magnesium, potassium, and plant-based nitrates that improve blood flow to your muscles, helping them contract and recover more efficiently. Add half a banana for a gentle sweetness and a dose of potassium, and you've got a drink that fuels your body without the sugar spike of fruit juice or the artificial chemicals in store-bought shakes. The beauty of this drink lies in balanced protein for rebuilding, greens for circulation, and natural carbs for sustained energy. I remember Mrs. Joan, a 6-8-year-old grandmother from Colorado, who came to me complaining that her legs felt rubbery when climbing stairs. She was already exercising and drinking store-bought protein smoothies, but her progress had plateaued. We replaced those shakes with a daily green smoothie, Greek yogurt, spinach, banana, and water. No sugar, no powders. After 6 weeks, she called me, excited. "Doctor, I can finally take the stairs without pulling myself up by the rail." Her energy returned, her digestion improved, and her blood pressure even stabilized. What changed wasn't just her drink, it was her body's ability to use what she was consuming. Because as you age, efficiency matters more than quantity. The best protein isn't the one with the highest number on the label, it's the one your body can absorb and turn into strength. Blend until smooth, drink it fresh, and feel your body thank you. Within days, you'll notice lighter digestion, steadier energy, and smoother movement. Within weeks, you'll feel stronger, more alert, and less stiff in the mornings. The best part? It costs less than most protein powders and gives you real nourishment, not synthetic promises. And while this smoothie is a wonderful daily habit, there's still one more morning drink that outshines them all, one that fuels your muscles all day long, stabilizes your blood sugar, and supports endurance even after 70. It's ancient, natural, and surprisingly delicious. Let's uncover it next. 6. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, type the number 1 in the comments so I know you're here. Now, let's move on. If you've never heard of teff, you're not alone. This tiny ancient grain from Ethiopia has quietly fueled some of the strongest endurance athletes in the world. And for seniors, it may be the missing link between muscle loss and muscle recovery. When combined with almond milk, teff becomes a slow-burning, nutrient-rich morning drink that keeps your muscles energized and your body balanced all day long. Here's the secret. Unlike fast proteins or sugary drinks that spike your energy and crash it just as quickly, teff digests slowly. It provides a steady release of complex carbohydrates and amino acids that feed your muscles hour by hour. That means no mid-morning fatigue, no shaky hands, and no sudden hunger that sends you reaching for snacks. For seniors dealing with sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, that steady fuel is priceless. Teff is also loaded with iron, calcium, and resistant starch, all essential for older adults. Iron helps oxygen reach your muscles, calcium keeps bones strong, and resistant starch supports gut bacteria that improve nutrient absorption. When your gut works better, your muscles recover faster. It's all connected. Almond milk, on the other hand, adds vitamin E and healthy fats that protect your cells from oxidative stress, the silent process that weakens both muscles and joints over time. I'll never forget Mrs. Carter, a 73-year-old retired nurse who told me she felt like her legs belonged to someone else. She was exhausted by lunchtime, even on days when she barely left the house. She'd been relying on instant oatmeal and coffee for breakfast. When I introduced her to this teff almond drink, she was skeptical. "Doctor, a grain drink can't make that much difference." But within a month, her energy changed completely. She told me, "I can walk through the grocery store without needing to sit down halfway. My legs don't tremble anymore." That's the power of stable fuel. By feeding her muscles gradually and nourishing her body deeply, she regained strength she thought was lost forever. And unlike protein shakes, this drink doesn't overload your kidneys or flood your body with chemicals. It works with your biology, not against it. Heat the almond milk in a pot, whisk in the teff flour, and stir until it thickens slightly. Add cinnamon for flavor and anti-inflammatory benefits. Serve warm and enjoy a drink that keeps your energy smooth and your muscles nourished for hours. After 60, muscle loss doesn't happen overnight, and recovery doesn't either. You need slow fuel, real minerals, and natural balance. Teff gives you all three. And now that we've uncovered the best and worst morning drinks for your muscles, let's bring everything together, because the choices you make at sunrise can shape the strength and independence you carry for the rest of your life. So now you've seen the truth. The drinks you thought were helping, protein shakes, flavored creamers, and fruit juices, may actually be draining your strength, stressing your kidneys, and fueling inflammation that eats away at your muscles. But the good news is simple. You can rebuild from the inside out. Warm milk with collagen and cocoa helps your body recover overnight. A green smoothie with Greek yogurt rebuilds strength naturally every morning. And the teff almond drink gives you lasting energy that protects your muscles all day long. After 60, staying strong isn't about drinking more protein, it's about giving your body the kind it can actually use. The right drink doesn't just feed your muscles, It protects your independence, your balance, and your confidence to move freely every day. So tomorrow morning, skip the powders and sugary creamers. Choose something real, nourishing, and kind to your body. Because every sip you take is a step toward a stronger you, one that walks taller, feels lighter, and lives longer. If you found this helpful, leave a 1 in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more senior health tips. Your journey to strength starts with your next sip.